Welcome back. My name is Kim Marinoff with A to B Franchise Consulting, and today we're going to talk about startup emerging brands versus something very established. So, with a startup brand, really first thing you want to know is who is behind that brand. What do they know about franchising? What have they done? Is it the guy that opened up a yogurt shop, opened up a second yogurt shop, and now he's out there developing a national brand? But what does he truly know about corporate support and communication and really building that brand? So getting an understanding of that. The second thing you want to look at is how is this company funded? Do they have venture capital behind them? Are they relying on franchise fees for the money to develop the company? Because if they are, that is a red flag. Because anybody that can fog a mirror and write a check, it's really tempting for that franchisor to take that money because they need it to build their business, but they're not necessarily vetting out these franchisees. And so if they're not bringing on well-capitalized, strong partners, then there's a chance that they may not make it, and that's a death sentence for a franchise. The systems, what are the systems in place? I mean, typically with an emerging brand, there's always going to be things that need to be improved and refined. I mean, even McDonald's today is still improving and refining their systems, but you need to get an understanding of how solid of the basis of what's in place there. The corporate culture is another thing to consider. Typically with a startup, you would hope that it's a very collaborative culture, because they're going to be relying on the franchisees and their feedback from the field and how to improve things and make it better. So they have to be able to have an open mind and accept that kind of feedback. An advantage is that when you sign a franchise agreement with a startup or an emerging brand, typically there's a lot of things that you can negotiate in that agreement. It's much more flexible that way. Now, with a more established brand, it's much more black and white. It's much more rigid. You are kind of, I don't want to say just another number to them, but you kind of are. And so you have to be comfortable with that, but you are stepping into something that does have strong established systems and training and support, and all of that, means everything. So I hope this opens your eyes a little bit. Some of my personal preferences, I like startups. I think they're fun. I think they're exciting. I think it's really cool to kind of get in on the ground floor and build something together. But that's not for everybody, and it's really important to, if you are going to look at a startup, there's a lot of things to consider there. So more on kimmarinoff.com, and thank you.